This conference will now be recorded.
All right, everyone. So today is Wednesday, August 28th, and as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, guys, so we have 3 days left of summertime trading. We have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then obviously Monday is going to be an off day for Labor Day, and we will be back in September. So we got a few things going on this morning. First thing I'm going to be looking at is LCI. So LCI this morning, beautiful show of hand. Not only once, but twice, a bunch of different times. So you can see beautiful buying underneath the 850 level. Then you got a nice burst of buying at the 850 level. Another nice burst of buying at the 850 level, another nice burst of buying underneath the 850 level. And in no way whatsoever, I've been watching this since pretty much about 8:30. And I have not once seen anyone that, from those 850 prints and underneath there's getting out of their actual trade. So we need this thing to pull back a little bit more. I mean, it has hit 850 a whole bunch of times, but remember, it's going to be pretty quick, more than likely, based off being one of those cheaper type stocks. So I wouldn't expect that big of a pullback, but also at the same time, the amount of times that it has hit it, it wouldn't be shocking. So just make sure that you really get that trigger back towards that upside, and just pay attention to make sure that you're looking to see when that person is going to be getting out and trying to, take some of their profit. As of this moment, we're pulling back off of buying, and not because of anyone actually getting out yet. So number one thing going to be looking at this morning based off of what we got going on out there. Next thing looking at is Tiffany. So TIF, beautiful move down this morning, but on nothing. I mean, it just didn't really give us much at all. We got a little cover that came in at that 85 early this morning. But other than that, I mean, there's just no prints whatsoever. 185,000 shares, and it moved from pretty much 84 down to underneath 80, so 79.50-ish level, with basically no bigger prints. So really hasn't given us any type of show of hand this morning. Need to pay attention to. It's going to be on, obviously it has to be on our list, because we're going to be expecting way more than a 219 range, as well as higher than usual volume. But once again, we're just going to need a show of hand for us to really see. As of right now, the only thing we could base it off is that it's coming into a downtrend. Now, we do know that 80 is a psychological number, so let's pay close attention here. Hopefully, we're going to get something coming in. You can see the orders are just disgustingly thin at the moment. But overall, certainly going to be something, then one of the number one things that we're watching. Just unfortunately, we don't have a show of hand yet. So going to be waiting for that. And then DPW. So DPW, I liked a lot better when it was holding above this 450 level. I'm not as big of a fan right now, but the one thing is that they've been slowly kind of moving it down. They haven't really given us any type of kiss of death or anything like that. Now, the volume that it popped up on, so you're talking about a move all the way from about 320 up to our highs here of about 575 on really not much. I mean, you could see the highest volume bar, coming into here was around 30,000. So I'm not a huge fan. And the one thing, if you look over here, you can see the buying of round 5 was okay. We didn't really have any type of great buying at 5. You have a few prints that came back in there. But one thing that I'm really going to be paying attention to is these prints right here. So these above the ask between 510 and 560. Now, basically what we're going to be looking for is that underneath 510 is going to be bearish, and then above 510, above 560 would be our bullish look. But overall, it does have that buying up above. It's just, like I said, I'm not a big fan of it falling underneath this 450. Normally, this would probably be a side list stock just because it did break below. But overall, it's just not much going on out there. I only have 3 stocks on my list. So it's going to make our regular list, and it's really just going to need, a real nice burst, a real nice trigger back towards that upside for us to even think about looking into that. Right now, LCI is just a better it's just a way better setup based off of the prints that we have going on out there. All right, so let's take a look at our scanners. Let's see if we got anything new going on out there. DPW, LCI, we already know about. MICR, 60,000 shares new, but not going to do anything, and nothing there. And then our losers list is very small coming into this morning. Eric, new to our list, 904,000 shares, but I'm going to assume that's because of some big prints, because not even just a huge amount of them, but no movement, no real anything going on. So I'm not really interested there. And that will basically do it. VEEV early prints on bigger time in sales, but has been hot in earnings tomorrow. VEEV, let's take a look. All right. Yeah, it looks like a pretty easy read when it does print, though. Just based off it just not really printing much, but just nothing really going on this morning yet, but keep an eye on it. Nothing we see yet, but it does not mean that we're not going to see something come back in. And like I said, it's one of those stocks that looks like an easier type of read. Just keep in mind it's been stuck in consolidation for a long time, but having earnings would be a nice catalyst to get that out of there. All right, guys, anything else out there that I missed? All right, no. Okay, so remember, guys, we're coming into, today's Wednesday, probably going to be one of the best days that we've seen this week, even though the pre-market doesn't really show that. And then coming into Thursday and then Friday is probably going to be, make your money within the first half hour and then go enjoy your day type day. Chick-fil-A is greater than Popeyes. All right, guys, so I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.